YouTube? So today, I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. We're doing a grocery haul from at least 3 different stores. Well, 2 stores and a farmer's market. I'm gonna show you guys the groceries that I've gotten over the last like 3 days of my life. Last week, we definitely got to a place where like all of our groceries had just like dwindled down to nothingness. And so now we had to restock our kitchen. So I'm gonna show you everything that we got. Especially since I feel like we got some stuff that's like different than what we normally get. Trying to like branch out more, especially by way of like fresh produce, so. All right, so first of all, you see all this fresh produce? Look at it. Look at it. If you've been a longtime follower, then you might know that this is a big deal for me. And if you're not a longtime follower, let me tell you something. I have been a flexible dieter, aka someone who tracks macros, aka if it fits your macros lifestyle. I've been a person in that for a little over 4 years. And the lowdown on what if it fits your macros is basically that when dieting, you can eat pretty much anything you want as long as it fits your macros. As you might assume, people abuse this, such as myself for the first 2 years of tracking macros. If you go back to my full days of eating from when I was in like bikini competition prep 2 years ago, I'm not sure I had vegetables at any point. I literally prepped for a competition on like straight chemical foods. It was terrible. And so ever since, I've been on a journey to try to eat things that are actually good for me, not just like crap that fits my macros. But up until this last year, I also hated cooking and hated preparing food. Like I just was never motivated to ever prepare food for myself. And so like fresh vegetables were just like no. Fruit was always just no because I'd rather spend my carbs on like ice cream. I know this is very terrible. I'm just being real. But anyway, let's move on to the fresh foods I bought for myself. There are still some packaged things, there are still some chemical foods. I believe in a balanced diet, as in eat some of the stuff that you like while still keeping lots of fresh foods in your diet. I'm never gonna be one of those people that has 100% totally clean organic diet. That's just not my style. I love food, like all kinds of foods, and I don't like to put limitations on my diet by cutting out whole food groups or food types or things in packages. I just like to keep my diet primarily clean. My goal is to get to a point where it's like 80 to 90% clean, unprocessed foods, and then just 10 to 20% of like packaged, processed, delicious foods. We're working on it. So for the produce, I'm gonna just go through that really quick to show you guys what I got. You guys know what these things are. I don't have to explain them to you. So I will just kind of like go through and show you what I got. First up, my favorite kind of lettuce, which is romaine lettuce. I'm trying to get into more like leafy greens like spinach and arugula and stuff that like is actually a little bit more nutritional for you, but as of right now, this is kind of where I fall on the spectrum of healthy lettuces. I'm trying. Here, a lot of this produce that you see right here is from the farmer's market. So I went to a farmer's market in Detroit called Eastern Market, and I was really excited to buy produce there because I was like, ooh, fresh, local produce. And then somewhere along the point of finding avocados in Detroit, I realized this is not local. This is like Walmart pretending to be local. But I still got stuff there anyway, because it was really fresh. I'll give it that. It was fresh. Like this is like, I bought this a couple days ago and it's not even close to being ripe. You can't get that at Kroger. But yes, so I got these bananas from the farmer's market, and I got a couple of avocados from the farmer's market. It says right on there, made in Mexico, I think. Avocados from Mexico. I also got green onion, which I love green onion. I don't know why I never get it. I think I got it a couple years ago and it just went bad so quickly that I was like, meh. But you can put green onion in anything. I put it in a taco salad yesterday. I think I'm gonna put it in a stir fry I'm making tonight. So yes. Avocados too, I'm like loving. I used to never get them because again, like, they just went bad. Like all the fresh veggies I've always gotten in my life just went bad before I could use them up. But avocados, man, I'm going through half an avocado a day, sometimes more. So I got that, and I also bought one from Kroger just now that's like actually ready to go because yo girl needs some avocado like yesterday. Also got these gigantic, I don't think you can really tell. Here's my hand next to an avocado, although that's not very helpful because my hand is small anyway. But did I say avocado? These are jalapenos. What is wrong with me? These are jalapenos. They're giant freaking jalapenos. And I got 5 of them because that's another thing we've discovered lately is that we freaking love spiciness. So I have found that I love chopping up jalapeno with some garlic, like chopped garlic and a little bit of olive oil, cooking that on the stovetop and adding it to like anything. Veggie stir fries, adding it with meat. One of Matt's favorite recipes that I make for him lately is I mix chopped jalapeno with garlic, cook that stovetop, add a little bit of cream cheese in the mix and kind of mix them together and then stuff that into chicken and bake it in the oven. It's really good. And we also got 3 kind of squashes. I'm actually laughing at myself realizing that I got yellow squash, zucchini, and butternut squash. I actually love butternut squash, so I'm really excited about this. I'm not excited about cutting it, but it was $2.50 for this 3-pound squash, or I could have paid $4 for less than a pound of chopped squash. That was an easy decision. And so zucchini and yellow squash, I feel like this stuff just is always soggy. I've made zucchini noodles before, soggy. No matter how much I wring them out, soggy. So I'm gonna try to chop these up, put a little bit of olive oil on them, some salt and pepper and garlic, throw them in the oven, bake them for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes and see what happens. I actually have just been craving just like every chopped vegetable under the sun, tossed with olive oil and baked, like just a veggie roast. Can't stop thinking about it. So yes, I think I'm gonna try that tonight. We'll see what happens. And last on the list of fresh stuff is some sliced white mushrooms. I love like baby bella or sliced portobello mushrooms way more, but these are always so much cheaper, so I usually end up getting those. And then I have some fresh broccoli to throw in a veggie roast and some asparagus, super skinny asparagus, which I like. I don't like thick asparagus. I like the super skinny kind because it cooks really fast and gets crispy and the ends get really crispy and flavorful, so yeah. Oh, one last bit of fresh food, just some normal brown potatoes. I love to chop those up with, again, olive oil, salt and pepper. I'm not very exciting, but I just love like roasted potatoes. Okay, now on to the packaged stuff. I said this in a vlog recently, but did you know that queso has good macros? Queso has really good macros. Why has nobody told me this? You all know I love nachos. Way to not come through, guys. But what's important is that we all know now. Queso has really good macros. For 2 tablespoons of this delicious jalapeno flavored queso, it's 3 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs, and less than 1 gram of protein, so 40 calories. That's amazing. This is actually my second jar that I've cracked into in the last like a week because when yo girl found out that queso is so macro friendly, I put it on everything, literally. Everything took a queso bath last week in my house. It's fine. Next we have Bonitos. These are like tortilla chips made out of beans. So they're a little bit higher in fiber and a little bit higher in protein than normal like tortilla chips. I have tried these in the lime flavor before. Do not recommend. They taste like a lime flavored Fruit Loop. I've also tried these in like the dark like blue corn flavor. Still a little bit Fruit Loopy. My favorite flavor so far is the nacho cheese flavor, which does not taste like Fruit Loops at all. And this I have not actually tried, so we're gonna see if it tastes like Fruit Loops. But I mean, white bean chip, I feel pretty good about that. I feel like that can't taste too Fruit Loopy. I'm not really selling these chips, am I? I think these are gonna be good. The nacho flavor ones are amazing. And I just love having like a higher fiber, higher protein, like bean-based rather than corn-based tortilla chip. It says here, all ingredients are free of dairy, preservatives, soy, MSG, and corn. I like that. Next, I got these from Aldi's. These are Kirkwood, fully cooked, turkey jalapeno smoked sausage. So I kind of just got these to have an extra protein source that's available that I don't have to spend a lot of time on preparing. That's still really tasty. I'll probably cook 1 or 2 of these and chop it up with like some roasted cauliflower. That's the meal that keeps coming to mind when I'm like thinking of this. These are awesome though. They're only 100 calories a piece, 6 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, 10 grams of protein. So that's like not bad at all. Also restocked on my hash browns because every morning I've still been making my egg scramble that has hash browns and avocado and a whole bunch of other stuff in it. Next we have the 2 things I put into my coffee, which are sugar-free vanilla flavored creamer and half and half. I like a lot of stuff in my coffee. And now we have my other protein source for the week. I just decided recently I've been wanting steak, so I got Angus eye round steak boneless. When it comes to meat like this, if they don't have the nutrition on here, you can always look up like eye round steak boneless USDA, which is like the US Department of Agriculture. You can look that up in MyFitnessPal and that's gonna give you more of an accurate read on what something like this is, and that goes for any produce really. As long as you look up USDA with the name of the produce in MyFitnessPal, that's going to give you, like I said, just the most accurate listing, most likely because it's probably from the USDA website. So that's what I plan to do with these. But I looked them up at the grocery store, and for 4 ounce it was like 10 grams of fat, which is like about where I want my steak to be. I'm not trying to buy like a piece of steak that's 20 grams of fat. That's a waste. I mean, delicious, but like, I don't need that. Stocking up on some more essentials. You guys know all about this Bolthouse Farms ranch dressing. This is my favorite dressing ever to put on salads or anything really. And at 45 calories per serving, and it doesn't taste like diet ranch. Y'all know what I mean. You've tasted some diet ranch before. It's nasty. This ain't nasty. Get it. And they have 1,000 flavors, by the way, like a dill-ish flavored one. They have like a jalapeno avocado one or something. They have a Caesar one. They got everything. Go to your store and find it. Egg whites. Nothing special here, just some egg whites. Cashew milk, I don't know, just cashew milk. And this is new. This is pasta made from chickpeas, right? You guys know that I love my red lentil pasta, which is pasta made from red lentils. So it's like lower carb, higher protein. That's what I love about it. And these are made from chickpeas and it's like the same situation. 157 gram serving, which is like the normal serving of pasta, is 3.5 grams of fat, 32 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of protein, and 8 grams of fiber, which is awesome. I think my red lentil pasta is like only 3 or 5 grams of fiber per serving. But yes, I've seen this around, and for some reason I was under the impression that it was like really high carb, so I was like, eh, but it's not. So I'm gonna try this and I'm really excited about it. Last but not least, my chocolate for the week. I try not to keep milk chocolate in the house because I found that's like my Achilles heel. When I eat milk chocolate, something inside my brain says, don't stop, keep going. Eat all the milk chocolate you can find. But dark chocolate, it will curb my craving for chocolate, but there's like, I don't know, maybe because it's not so sweet or like creamy, I can eat a couple pieces of this and just be like, okay, yum, that was good, but I don't need to eat 47 of them. That's the sweet spot, right? Yeah. So I think that was everything in my grocery haul. So I don't know if this is going to be the end of the video or if I'm going to show you something else. I don't know. If this is the end of the video, then thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you liked me. And as always, leave a comment below about anything else you would like to see on my channel. Thanks again, you guys. Bye!